and as you can see, this strip is still blocked off and could be for quite some time. People continue to bring balloons, flowers, candles are burning in honor of those 59 victims and the hundreds more who were injured during this horrific attack. Something we haven't seen is at this vantage point over to the left here on Las Vegas Boulevard, where you see that van and investigators as they are busy trying to comb through the details and collect additional evidence. All along this street, you see police cars, the FBI, all kinds of unmarked cars as well. And if we look over to the right, it is eerie to think, looking up at that room, all the new details we are now getting. Not only how calculated that this killer was in installing a surveillance camera to track when police were coming for him, but the arsenal of weapons, which I will talk about shortly. But first, an entire city is in mourning. We have seen impromptu vigils and other vigils that were planned all throughout the city as thousands of people gathered and cried and embraced to honor these victims. Now, in terms of the weapons that I referenced, we are now learning that 23 firearms were found up there in this Mandalay Bay suite, 19 at the home of this killer, his home in Mesquite, Nevada, about 80 miles from here. The investigation also revealed that Stephen Paddock had materials, explosives, modifiers for his guns that transformed the weapons into automatic machine guns that could fire up to 800 rounds per minute. Also, thousands of rounds of ammo were found. The terror of that night is going to impact the victims for some time, surely. In fact, there is a Los Angeles man who we've had on our show on KTLA. Prior to this, he came to enjoy the country music festival on a whim, and he's now dealing with what he calls survivor's guilt. Listen to what he told us. It's quite emotional.
I've heard heroic acts, and I'm now processing, did I do enough? So I'm going through some guilt now. Did I help enough people? Because everybody was screaming and yelling. They didn't know what to do. We didn't know where the shooter was. I saw a young woman in the general admissions section 15 feet in front of me get shot. She ended up dying. I happened to be in an area where I didn't get shot. So I guess I have to go the rest of my life wondering why did some of these people die? Why didn't I?
And in addition to the influx of support, there are crisis counselors throughout the city of Vegas and also other teams providing emotional support. And this powerful statement from Route 91 Harvest, the festival. They said, while we will try and move forward, we will never forget this. We will not let hate win over love. We will not be defeated by senseless violence, and we will persevere and honor the souls that were lost because it matters. Back here live, I can tell you President Trump is expected to come to Las Vegas tomorrow. He called the gunman demented and sick, and Clark County authorities also, they had several news conferences yesterday. We're expecting them to have a couple more today. They said they're going to give an update as soon as they have additional details. So when that happens, we will certainly bring those details your way.